A lot of us struggle with consistency because we confuse it with intensity. We think it's waking up by 5 a.m., working out nonstop, and making massive progress overnight. And that's the main reason a lot of us burn out. We try to be perfectly intense instead of consistently committed, sticking to the routine we created ourselves, showing up no matter how small, even if it doesn't feel like enough. At the beginning of this year, you and I, we had clear goals, strong intentions, real energy. We wrote our goals down, we had vision boards. But the question is, have our actions so far kept up with our ambitions, kept up with those goals we wrote down? Because this is the point where your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, those things you want to be, either evolve or evaporate. Not because you didn't write a good plan, not because you didn't write the good goals, not because you're not serious, not because of lack of desire, but because of lack of discipline. So this consistency. Maybe you're working out, you're writing a book, you're learning a course, you want to have a good plan for your life, and you want to do it 3 times in a week. Maybe on Monday, maybe on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. That's the consistency. Or you could say you want to do it Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. That's consistency. You define what it means to you and you commit to it. Committing to those days you said you will do it. Yes, you don't have to like do it like every day. But those days you said, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to write a page. I'm going to read. I'm going to work out. You commit to it in your own little way. Yes. But the problem is, most of us want the result way too fast and we don't want to be consistent. And consistency is just the gap between your goals and greatness. You just have to walk the in between. Yes, and you're not going to feel like it most days. Like, definitely, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be worn out. And that's where discipline comes in. Discipline doesn't ask you how you feel. How are you feeling? Oh, no. It asks you, did you do it anyway? No matter how tired you were, no matter how mentally stressed you were, did you show up? Did you commit to that routine, to that thing you said you're going to do? Because anytime you do, you're casting a vote for the person you're becoming. Anytime you sit down to read, anytime you sit down to write a book, a page, a paragraph, you're casting a vote for becoming a great writer. And in 3 years, you could be where you never imagined. Yes, you could be better, somewhere you didn't even imagine you'll be. So don't trip. Keep going consistently. Discipline yourself, set the right routine, set what you could do, break your tasks or your goals into simpler units. You don't have to do it all together. You don't have to work out for 30 minutes. You don't even have to work out throughout the week, little by little. And definitely you're going to achieve what you set to achieve. If we keep making things harder for ourselves, it's going to be much harder for you to be consistent. Maybe you want to be a good reader or a writer. Placing the book you want to read or write on the table has made it so easier for us to see it and read. Just imagine that book is inside a locker. You'll be so reluctant to go to that locker, open it or a drawer, bring out that book, dust it, and before you put it on your table. And that is so much time, that is so much stress. So for things to be easy for you, we have to make it obvious. You want to be drinking water regularly, you have to place your cup where you sit, water in it, and it's done. You want to be working out regularly, your workout fit should be something you see, not something before you look for it. You have to check the wardrobe and scatter everywhere. No. So for things to be easy for us, we have to make it obvious. And another thing I want to talk about on consistency is knowing our why. A lot of us don't know our why. Why are you working out? Definitely because you want to be fit. Why are you starting a side hustle? Definitely because you need more money. Why are you writing? Why are you doing what you said you want to do? Because you have a goal and you have a plan. So knowing our why helps us to be more consistent because we remember the fire we felt when we said, this is actually what I want to do. This is what I have passion for. Okay, maybe I don't like the way I am now and I want to work out to improve my body. You know how you felt. Yes. So knowing our why helps us to be more consistent with our goals, sticking to what we want, sticking to the routine we created ourselves, and committing to it is so much harder to commit, but we have to commit. We have to do it because the only difference between you and the person you look up to, those that you inspire to be, is it's just how consistent they have been. They kept on showing up every single day, and you can do it too. It's not about shouting your goals. It's not even about writing it down. So many people have written so many goals down and it was not accomplished. Just how disciplined you want to be and how consistent you are ready, committing to it. So it's not about shouting your goals. It's not about writing it down or having a vision board. You have to be consistent. You have to say, yes, this thing, I definitely want to get it. And sure you're going to. And you just have to keep on going, like keep showing up every day, when you're tired, when you're stressed, those are the most important days to show up. When you're not even okay, like when you're stressed, when everything is confusing, those are the days you're going to show up. And trust me, anytime you sit down to write a book, even if it's a page, to read, to draw, to design, to sketch, anything, or to learn their course, anytime you do it, you're casting a vote for the person you're becoming, the great person you're becoming. And trust me, those votes add up. They close the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. So, in your own quiet way, show up. Like, show up and trust me, you'll be where you never even like you'll be where you didn't even imagine to be. So, and in case no one told you today, I love you.